This close to blocking a punt, man. Oh my gosh. But just really showed up for us again. Alex on defense, Benito, Mac. And really, those three bigs, Bugs in there too, got a significant tip, which led to a turnover. But Benito and Bugs and Mac, man, they got that's a tough job now. You talk about just a selfless job to where, you're getting doubled most of the game, and it's the hard lifting, and you don't always get recognized for it. But that's where really stopping the run starts with those guys. For them to be able to bow up in there, that keeps everything from getting washed, and now it goes to our ends. We're setting edges with Hutch and Romeo and those guys, and then our backers are able to run and make plays. So it's outstanding. And then Golf again really stepped up and did an outstanding job. Our receivers showed up: St. Brown, Reynolds, J-Mo with a huge catch there that really sealed the game for us. So just a number of guys, but it was outstanding. So I was proud of them. We did what we had to do. It wasn't perfect, but when you play defense the way we're playing right now, and you can control the clock and get explosives, that's what we did. We were able to get explosives, and honestly, that's the best we've been on third down. And we came up with 4 huge third down plays that were all, 3rd and 10 plus. That's hard to do, but that's where some of our biggest plays showed up. And to me, that was the difference, is us shutting them down on third down and us making plays on third down. Questions?
Start with David Montgomery. Just an update. How long you expect him to be out? What the test showed?
Yeah, but he's got a little something in there, the cartilage, and so it's he's probably going to be down for a little bit here. Well, I don't know how long. That'll just be really how long it takes for this to, at his position, that's not an easy thing to deal with. So we'll just take it as it comes. But, I think there's a chance we won't have him for a little bit.
As in IR potentially? Or?
I don't know, Dave, to be honest with you. And I don't mean that to be, I'm just, I have no idea. I really don't at this point. See what he feels like tomorrow, see what he feels like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll kind of see where we're at.
The way Jameer was trending positively at the end of the week, what was your sense that maybe he'd be available this upcoming week?
Yeah, I feel a lot better about Gibbs this week. He ran really well on Saturday before we left, and had another really good workout today. So, he, Mitchell, and Branch, I thought all looked pretty good today. So I think they're trending the right way.
Do you have enough, if he returns, do you have enough in the running back room with Craig and Devine there to get you through while David's down?
Yeah, and I think if not, then we've got other guys we can use on the roster. That position, probably in the receiver room, is where that could come from. So we'll do what we need to do to make it through this. If that's the case, and all we have is those two, but I trust those two to be able to handle what we need to handle.
Coyote made the start yesterday. Just the evaluation of his play, and then was that just a performance issue? He had earned it in practice, and kind of what went behind that decision, Dan?
Yeah, I think. Look, I would say it was solid. It was solid. Look, that's the first time this year he goes in there and bangs away. That's a dang good unit, really good D-line, and there was some good and there was some that wasn't so good. But I thought all in all, man, he really competed in there and gave us a chance. And so I thought it was positive. And I think really what it was is, Big V is just steadily coming back from this. He's kind of been on reserve. He was better this week than last week, but we just want to make sure he's 100% ready to go, and then we'll take it from there. But certainly what Yodi did is encouraging, and I have a lot of faith in him. He'll only get better as well.
We hear the cliche all the time, right, of next man up. You guys have won without St. Brown, without Decker. Montgomery was hurt most of this game. What is it? Is it just, there's got to be more than just, tapping a guy on the shoulder saying it's you. It's got to be contingency. What is it you're doing to account for all these, valuable players you guys are missing?
Look, I just bring up all the time. First of all, look, the fact our GM is doing a hell of a job. Let me start there, all right, because he's given us guys that have the ability to grow and develop, have talent, and then the coaches are developing that talent. But I think also there's a mindset here. I think everybody on the roster, top to bottom, whether you're a starter, you're a reserve, you're on the vet squad, the practice squad, they really believe that at some point here they're going to have an impact on helping us win, because we preach it all the time. And we say it even when we get down those tough cuts in training camp. Is like, look, just because you don't make the 53, if you're here, you're on our practice squad, vet squad, you're probably going to play for us, and we're going to need you to step up and take on a role. And there can't be a drop off, there can't be a deficiency. And so I think they believe that, and I think the rest of the guys on the roster, because those guys have been around, they've earned that, the way they practice, the way they prepare. There's a trust level there that, okay, you're the next guy up, I trust you, let's go. And I think it's something we preach, we talk about all the time. We don't look at those guys as, well, you're not good enough, you're not going to be able to do it, we can't trust this guy. So I think there's a mindset to it as well.
Through road games, I mean, you're through midway through last season, you've only lost once. What is it that you do? Is there anything you guys are doing differently on the road, bringing, especially defense? You got to bring your own energy on the road. What is it you guys are doing to be so successful, on the road?
Well, first of all, they're not really road games. That's what it feels like anyway. We've got significant fan support on the road right now. Look, I think every team that I've been a part of as a player and a coach, when that has had success, it's a winning team. First of all, you got to be able to win on the road, but I do think there's a confidence about it. There's and you have anticipation. There's you look forward to it, and I think that's what kind of where we're at. I think that going on the road and it's just you against them, their crowd, I think we kind of thrive off of that, and I think that's a mindset, and I think that's where it starts. Now, obviously, what you said, man, you got to play damn good defense. You got to take care of the football. You really need to be efficient first and second down, which we didn't do great yesterday, but we overcame that with third down. We weren't able to run the ball the way we want to run it, but we were able to overcome it because of Jared Goff, was able to, and our receivers stepped up and made plays where we needed them to make plays. Our O-line protected him, and that's the way we had to get those yards. And some of that was, well, you can't run it. Well, let's get the ball out quick. It's three-step. It's screens. It's, and those are your first and second down, early down type stuff. So I just think there's a mentality about it. I think our guys believe on the road. You go out there that we should win, but they know they got to earn it. They know we have to go out there and earn it. We got to play a clean game. You usually what happens, you go out there and momentum shifts and you allow it to affect you, and then you can't ever get momentum back, and then one thing leads to another. You turn the ball over, you're getting stopped, you're getting hit on explosives, and we're just not doing that. We're not making these mistakes, and the other teams are right now.
These road crowds, you got anything you can compare it to from your time? You played in Dallas. Obviously, Cowboys have fans everywhere. Is anything compared to what you're seeing in these?
Not like this. Not like this. And look, Dallas travels well, of course, but not like this. I do feel like, you kind of feel like over a 3-week period or 3 road games there, there's kind of a takeover here. It feels that way. We have a lot of, this is just another game. You walk out and it's a sea of blue, and then by the time the third quarter hits, you can hear them, because we get up, we're making plays, and I said this last night, their offense is out there, and I swear they're about to go to silent cadence at their own home because it's loud. I'm like, I think I would tell our guys to go silent cadence because it was this loud. And, man, that's something else. Seriously, this is, it's pretty awesome.
We used to hear stories about, going to Oakland and, the black hole and batteries being thrown at players and all that stuff. Has the NFL changed though? I mean, it doesn't seem quite as hostile for visiting teams anymore. Or people.
Well, it's definitely not as hostile, that's for sure. I mean, Philly, we got batteries thrown at us at Philly, you know, and yeah, that has changed, and probably for the better, you know. But I do think just man, I don't know, the energy that it presents, and these fans feeling like, you know, that's what you want, man. You want the fans to feel like, man, they're riding the wave with us, you know, and we're on the high side right now, and man, they are all in, and they're a part of it. And I mean, I get texts all the time from friends, family, and they refer to things. Man, our receivers did a hell of a job today. You know, it's our, and I feel like that's where our fans are. This is ours, you know, and our guys are doing this, and our guys are, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
You mentioned the Jameson catch, obviously big one in the game. What can one play like that do for his confidence and to propel him sort of in the right direction? And that part too, just because we don't know all the assignments that is he, you know, you mentioned that was a big thing for you. So how is he doing
He
it?
was better this week than last week. He made improvement. And take away the touchdown catch. If you said that didn't even occur, was he better? Yes, he was. He played better. He was cleaner. He gets in there to block and everything, but that was a hell of a, you don't know what play might come that really just boosts your confidence. And I can tell you this, it's not going to hurt it one bit. That was a hell of a play for us. And really that kind of broke the game open. That pretty, you know, you felt like that was the one. But there was a number of things to it. The fact that, you know, we needed to take a shot on 3rd and long, and for J-Mo, man, it was perfect. The way he hit it up, running the dagger, get to the inside edge of close to the inside edge of the hash, and then, man, just take it, and Goff laid it out there and trusted it, and then his adjustment to the football, it was outstanding. So, listen, I'm proud of him, you know. That was a hell of a play. And so, to us, now it's just, let's get a little bit better. Let's get a little bit better, and we'll give him more opportunities.
Wanted to go back to Vitae for a second. He's active the last 2 weeks. What do you need to see for him to be physically ready to take on a bigger role? And I guess in addition to that, Graham's playing so well. Is it tough to remove a guy that's on that kind of groove?
Yeah, it is. It is hard to do that because you don't want to mess with the chemistry that's going on right now because Graham is playing good, solid football for us. You know, but at the same token, with Jonah out, Big V, it's just about, man, we want to make sure that he's 100% comfortable with his own abilities with his knee coming back, you know. And like I say, he was much better this week than last week. So we would only anticipate him getting better and being like almost back to 100%.
I'm curious what you see in your team in the fourth quarter. For a couple weeks, you know, sometimes it'll be through passing, sometimes it'll be through running, but you're able to close the door, keep them off the field. What do you see in these guys in the fourth quarter?
I think we know how to seal the game off. That's what I know. I think these guys believe that you get us to the fourth and we got a lead, we'll find a way to finish it out on offense and defense. But I mean, even it was a little bit like last week. Now we were up much more, but we got in the fourth there, and one of the most significant drives we had was one where we had to punt, but we almost milked out 7 minutes, and we were able to convert 2 third downs, and they got it back with, you know, whatever, 3 minutes or something, down 2 scores. I mean, that was a significant drive for our guys, and in that type of game with the lead that we had, that is significant. And you know, sometimes you don't always see those things, but I think we find a way. I think we know the right balance of you know, chewing up the clock, but also, man, continue to convert and be just aggressive enough to try to keep that lead where it is as much as you can. So there again, it's a credit to the coaches, the players, but they believe, you know, they believe in what we're doing and they execute the plan. And you know, when we got a game in our hands right now, we're going to close it out. Okay, thanks.